My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of I Love My Dad. Now, if you don't know what this movie is about, it's about a son who cuts off his father from his life because he's been such a shitty dad. And in a desperate attempt to reconnect with his son, the father creates a fake profile and catfishes his son on Facebook. That is the actual plot of this movie. To say it is cringe inducing is a huge understatement. I didn't keep track, but I'm pretty certain this movie gave me 87 heart attacks. It is just, no exaggeration, one of the most uncomfortable movies I've ever seen in my life. I've seen Young Adult and Dan in Real Life, and those movies are very cringy and very tough to watch, but this movie is on a whole other level. The last 15 minutes, I was like, I was lying down on my couch watching the movie, and I'm just like, nope. And I just turned around and faced the back of my couch, and I'm just hearing it was too much. It was, oh my god, this movie was tough. But, all that said, it is a really good movie, and it makes you feel everything you're supposed to while watching it. The characters are fully fleshed out, and that's what stands out. The father is this compulsive liar. He's a dirtbag. He manipulates people, and he's incapable of change. And you understand him and what he's trying to do here, but you just despise him every step of the way. You view him as you should. So I thought he was a really well-written, complex character, and Patton Oswalt just brings him to life so perfectly. He just brings a sense of humanity and warmth to him, despite his major character flaws. And I actually really like Patton Oswalt as an actor, but I think he gives one of his best performances here. He's very good. And then you've got this son who's just in this dark place. He's heavily depressed, and there's this one cute girl at this group he goes to, and he can't bring himself to talking to her. And then he gets messages from what he thinks is this cute girl, and he starts to feel better. He starts to open himself up again. He starts to put himself out there. And we see that he's capable of change. And I think in doing so, it also shows, well, this movie is about the hope we give ourselves in order to get out of dark places. I think this movie is got some really fleshed out characters, and their relationship is highlighted so well in the very first scene of this movie. Well, him and the dad and the son find this dog, and the son's like, should we bring him back to his owner? And the dad's like, nah, they probably already forgot about him. And on the way back home, he sees a missing dog sign, and he just takes it off the tree and crumbles it up. And that tells you almost everything you need to know about them. There's also one aspect of this movie where whenever he's texting the girl, he envisions her right in front of him, and how she comforts him and holds his hand, and the way she says things, and it shows you how he just envisions this perfect girl. And I think that adds some depth to the character. And I gotta give credit to James Morosini, because yes, he stars in this movie and he does a very good job. He also directs this movie and he does a very good job. He also wrote this movie and did a very good job. And it's based on his real life experience. Like, if this ever happened to me, I would take it with me to my grave, but here he is making a movie about it, and you can just feel how honest and authentic it is. It feels like a therapy session in some ways, And there was another director, actor, writer, Cooper Wave, who's made Shithouse and Cha Cha Real Smooth. And Shithouse is an okay movie. I didn't like Cha Cha Real Smooth, but his movies just lack the self-awareness, the intelligence, and the authenticity that this movie has. And the cast does a great job. I already mentioned Patton Oswalt and James Morosini, but Claudia Zawiski is fantastic as well. She plays two sides of one character just so perfectly. Amy Landecker and Rachel Dratch are really good, and Little Ray Howie is great in this movie. Sometimes I see him in something and I'm like, oh, he's great, he's hilarious, like he is in this movie, but other times I just get so annoyed by him. So he's very hit or miss, and this might be my second favorite performance of his. He's really good. So yeah, like this is a very well written, well directed, well acted movie. Because it's so cringy, I don't know how many times I'll revisit it, and it can make for a very uncomfortable viewing experience. My only real negative is the fact that this movie ends. I don't know if it's trying to be a happy ending or not, but I felt unsatisfied, and I wish we saw the follow-up to the events in this movie a bit better. But yeah, like I didn't love this movie. It's not the greatest movie ever, but it's one that if you can handle the cringe, I do recommend. So I'll give I Love My Dad a 6.5 out of 10. Okay, have you seen I Love My Dad? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for some more videos soon. And Gavin, out.